This is a series of 100 films about Japanese places I've been, and this is a film about a place with sparsely crowded beaches. Boso is a peninsula in Chiba Prefecture in the Kanto region, the area around Tokyo, on the island of Honshu in eastern Japan. It's serviced by the Uchibo Line, the Sotobo Line, the Kuriri Line, the Kominato Line, and the Izumi Line. The first time I went here was my final year in Japan. Even though it's Chiba Prefecture, which borders Tokyo, the Boso Peninsula is one of the most isolated areas in Japan. I should know, I went there. I had bought this ticket called a Seishin Juhachi Kippu. It's a train ticket that allows unlimited travel on JR Line local trains, anywhere in Japan all day long for 5 days. And these trains are basically like subway trains above ground. The tickets are valid for limited periods during the year. You see, they're designed to keep university students from sneaking onto trains. So what happened was I had an extra stamp, which would expire in a couple weeks. So one bright, late September morning, I figured why not take the train from Tokyo and go all the way around the Boso Peninsula. Can't be that far, I figured. Then I found out, after I'd started my journey, that the trip would take me from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. that night to get home. Boso is a place no one goes unless you're a fisherman, a farmer, or have a second home along the coast. There's a few tourist attractions, usually involving plants or animals. The main reason people go there is because Boso has really nice beaches. They're not crowded, they have the best waves in the area for surfing, and they're clean. Boso also has cheap housing. Technically it's in the Tokyo area, but won't cost you any more than if you lived in northern Honshu because it's so far away from everything. In Boso, you pretty much need to have a car, with trains that are so infrequent. Bright beaches and warm weather are the norm, as are tall palm trees. The Kuroshio Current ensures growing conditions are great, and a lot of Tokyo's food and fish supply comes from Chiba. Even in January, the daytime high in Boso might only get up to 11 or 12 degrees Celsius, but that'll be a warm, sunny 11 or 12 degrees. And one more amazing thing is that if you drive there, you can actually drive under Tokyo Bay. It's through a massive tunnel called the Tokyo Aqua Line. From Kawasaki to the middle of Chiba, it takes you right into the countryside. Train travel is a different story. A full trip around the Boso Peninsula takes you 6 hours, 3 to 4 hours to get to the tip of the peninsula, and another 5 hours back up the Pacific Ocean side. And it requires multiple changes of trains. You can literally take local trains to Osaka faster. But on the other hand, what's interesting about Chiba is that they don't have any restrictions on filming. In Tokyo, it's illegal to film on a tripod in public areas. Chiba has fewer restrictions. There's ample parking, and its hillsides and fields will easily double for anywhere else in Japan. So, if you want an out-of-the-way adventure and beautiful beaches on a bright sunny day, you should make a visit to the Boso Peninsula. How do I get there? If you're new to Japan, you'll probably want to start in Tokyo, the largest city in the world. From Tokyo Station, take the Sobu Line Rapid service to Kimitsu. From there, change to the Uchibo Line at Kimitsu. From many of the trains go directly through to the Sotobo Line along the Pacific coast. Depending on the schedule, they may require a change of trains on the way back to Chiba Station. The entire trip takes several hours, longer if you want to go sightseeing. As always, remember that this information may be out of date by the time you're watching this. The word of the day. The word of the day is byoin. It means hospital in Japanese. Good to know in an emergency. So if you want to remember this word, feel free to watch this video 10 more times and repeat along with me, or at least that's what I do. Next time. So that's it until next time when we visit a rooftop beer garden with a great view of Tokyo's mountains. So until then, sayonara.